Arsenal shifts its focus as Edu Gaspar confirms interest in the young £40 million star. And all Arsenal fans are saying the same thing about Harry Kane after what he did in the 2-2 draw. Stay with me until the end of the video to check out the latest news from Arsenal straight from the Emirates Stadium. But before that, if you're as passionate about Arsenal as we are, don't waste any time and subscribe to our channel right now to stay updated on everything happening with the greatest team in the Premier League. And without further ado, let's dive into today's top news. Arsenal have been linked with a number of Premier League stars heading into the summer, from Pedro Neto to Joao Gomes to Alexander Isak. The upcoming transfer window is looking primed to yet again be an expensive one for the Gunners, who after links to the likes of Neto and Isak are seemingly ready to spend big to take the squad to that next level once again. At least 2 forwards and a midfielder are expected to be signed by Arsenal, and recent rumours seem to suggest that the North London side will again be turning to Premier League proven players to fill out their signing quota for the summer transfer window. Arsenal monitoring Joao Gomes alongside Manchester United. And now, according to Odia, the Gunners are firmly in the race to sign Gomes, with Edu Gaspar potentially in a position to make an offer for the Wolves star in the summer. Midfield is a position Arsenal are looking to add to in the upcoming transfer window, with Gomes a player who could add a lot of dynamism and energy to Mikel Arteta's options in the middle of the park. With Manchester United also interested in Gomes, though, a transfer battle could soon spark out between Arsenal and the Red Devils, especially if the midfielder opts to leave Wolves this summer. Indeed, Arsenal could still be well placed to sign Gomes even if United step up their interest in the Brazilian, with the North London side's project easily one of the most exciting in the Premier League. EDU's record in the market in the last few years has been nothing short of extraordinary, with the Arsenal transfer guru playing a key role in transforming the North London side into the team they are now. And Gomes could be EDU's next marquee signing, with the midfielder a player who could thrive at Arsenal under Arteta as well as along fellow countrymen in Gabriel Martinelli and Gabriel Magalhaes. With Wolves expected to make one major sale this summer, Gomes could be the one who is sold, with Arsenal in a good position to recruit the midfielder if they can step up their interest at the right moment. Arsenal star William Saliba now tops the charts in Europe for one impressive thing. Arsenal star William Saliba is now leading all players in Europe's top leagues after he achieved one feat against Bayern Munich on Tuesday night. The Arsenal defense had a rare off night in the first leg of their Champions League quarter-final encounter with Bayern Munich. The scale of the occasion seemed to affect Gunners' rearguard as they were guilty of a couple of errors which cost the North London club dearly. It is perhaps unsurprising that there was nervousness amongst Mikel Arteta's ranks on Tuesday. After all, Arsenal have not competed at this stage in Europe's elite club competition for 14 years. None of the Arsenal starting back four, or goalkeeper David Raya, have any previous experience of a Champions League quarter-final. Whilst Ben White was able to stand out with a courageous display, the likes of William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, and Jakub Kiwior all looked shaky at times in the first half. The Arsenal defense has been in exceptional form this season. The partnership between Gabriel and Saliba has been described as the best in the Premier League. The Frenchman will know that he did not produce his best against the German giants on this occasion. His most costly error occurred around the half-hour mark at the Emirates Stadium when he brought down Leroy Sane in the box to concede a penalty. Former Tottenham Hotspur striker Harry Kane then converted from the spot. Thanks to goals from Bukayo Saka and Leandro Trossard, Arsenal will travel to the Allianz Arena still level in the tie as this first leg ended in a 2-2 draw. Arteta will know, though, that a win was on the cards for his side were it not for their defensive lapses. Saliba and his defensive colleagues will need to be far better in the second leg in Germany on April 17. William Saliba now leading Europe in one category. The 23-year-old, fitness permitting, is certain to start that game. He has been a fixture in the Arsenal team this season. His start against Bayern Munich marked his 42nd of the season. As reported by Squawka, Saliba has now started more games so far this season than any other outfield player in the top 5 European leagues. The 13-cap France international is clearly trusted by Arteta, and for good reason. He has proven himself to be an elite-level defender. Now is the time for him to show his class on the biggest stage. He was far better in the second half on Tuesday night, and he will need to be at his best from the off next time out in the Champions League. Arsenal fans all saying the same thing about Harry Kane after what he did in 2-2 draw. Arsenal fans have now had their say on one controversial incident involving Harry Kane which took place on Tuesday night. The Gunners know all about the threat that the 30-year-old striker poses. In his lengthy spell at Tottenham Hotspur, Kane had a habit of scoring against Arsenal. The Bayern Munich man was able to add to his tally of strikes against the North London club at the Emirates Stadium in the first leg of this Champions League quarter-final tie. After William Saliba brought down Leroy Sane in the penalty area, Kane converted coolly from the spot. Prior to this match, Gabriel Jesus described Kane as the best finisher in the world. However, Mikel Arteta will be furious that his players made it so easy for the England man by handing him an opportunity to rack up his 39th goal of the season with a penalty. The Spanish coach will likely be even more incensed, though, that Kane was still on the pitch come the end of the game. The former Spurs man will certainly feel he was fortunate to avoid a red card after an incident involving himself and Arsenal centre-back Gabriel Magalhaes. As he and the Brazilian defender looked set to challenge one another in an aerial duel, Kane glanced over his shoulder to check the 26-year-old's position. As the duo came together, the Bayern Munich man threw back an arm. Kane's elbow made clear and firm contact with Gabriel's chin, sending him to the ground. Although the referee waved play on, replays showed that Kane looked to be aware of his actions and the intent seemed obvious. VAR neglected to challenge the referee's on-field decision, though. This was not the only controversial call that went against the Gunners, as Bukayo Saka was denied a penalty late on. Arsenal fans rage about Harry Kane elbow on Gabriel Magalhaes. Many outraged Arsenal fans have now had their say on the incident. Taking to X after the match, one supporter said, "This is what VAR should be used for. You don't see the intent in real time. But it's clear and obvious that Kane is trying to hurt Gabriel and has no interest in getting the ball." Another supporter claimed, "Kane is a nasty, nasty footballer. Took a look for where Gabriel was and gave him a straight elbow to the face." One fan stated, "He always knows what he's doing. So dirty." Another raged, "I still really can't believe Kane wasn't sent off. I'm actually in disbelief. He blatantly elbows Gabriel straight into the face and he looked before he done it. Nasty piece of business. Bayern are so lucky to get a draw out of that game." What are your thoughts on the reactions of Arsenal fans to Harry Kane's actions? Do you agree with their outrage, or do you see it differently? Share your opinions below. Well folks, those were the main news for today. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated on everything happening with our beloved team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for joining us, and until the next video.